Hey y'all. Hi, how's it been? Feels like it's been a while. Oh my god, hey. Hey, what's up, y'all? Okay, well, welcome back to some more PSMP. Oh god, what happened last time? I might need actually a debrief from y'all. Kind of forgot. It's been a hot minute. Kind of took a little bit of a break. At the Flame Festival really took it out of me. Didn't stream it either because I was so busy running around making sure everything else was okay. um, but yeah, still super fun time. Hope everyone at the actual festival had a good time. Nora's B-Day. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, a lot has changed since then. I'll give you guys a little rundown of what Lorynthia has been up to since then. So, we had Nora's B-Day party. And then Lorynthia, next time that she was awake, met with Helia. Because Helia wanted to keep Lorynthia informed of another portal that Paige's mother, the former Lady Willowbeak, had another portal. So they broke it. Things are okay. And Helia informed Lorynthia that she had a note, and it was crumbled up, and it said, "I found you." Lorynthia told Helia to bring it to Rexarus, and a few hours later, she was then reported missing. So, Lorynthia has been trying to find Helia, trying to make sure that everything is in order, and that's basically where we last left off, was Lorynthia finding out and sending Rexarus to basically kind of not go find Helia, but like start that process because they have to find her. Oh, and Lorynthia had a conversation with Chiron, basically instating them as the acting high priest or priestess, however they wish to use it, until Helia is found. So that's basically it. We're also trying to keep the Helia thing on the DL. We're trying to keep it on the down low. So we'll see if that's even possible. So, I believe that is it. So, why don't we begin? Let me switch up the music, y'all. Seems they have also hit here. Oh, looks like a carpet is missing. I cannot break this. I need to have Rexarus do it instead. Rexarus,
Your Radiance.
I need you to dispose of that emerald. I cannot touch it myself.
I prefer not to punch out fire myself as well. Is there a bungle mage we could contact?
I don't believe Chiron is awake, no.
Well, in that case, anything for you, Your Radiance. Shall I throw it in the lava?
Yes.
will be done.
The audacity to put a cross here and light it on fire so no fiery can break it, knowing what fire symbolizes, is
Blasphemous.
seems that they are mocking us.
Mocking indeed.
Hopefully it will be dealt with soon.
Well, whoever it was probably has an extra grey carpet lying around somewhere.
I found that quite ironic.
I'd be happy to take a look around. See if I find any singular carpets out of place anywhere.
Yes. How is the investigation with Helia going?
Not well, Your Radiance. It seems to me that she most likely made it out, somewhere far away. There was not enough blood on the crime scene to indicate she had bled out on the scene, no body. And as I showed you, a warpstone and waystone were, or excuse me, warp plate and waystone were present at the crime scene. I believe she used them to go to one of her many bunkers, but the problem is she has so many that I don't know where to begin. I only have 4 of them myself, and, well, the one that she was last seen in was numbered 17. So there are at least 12 bunkers I don't know about. Only 5 I do. And that's assuming 17 is the highest, which I don't believe.
For someone so paranoid and careful, she still managed to get herself kidnapped.
Yeah. I've been chalking it up to her ailment, but frankly, Your Radiance, I can't think of any reason or situation that would make it so that the great Helia Brimstone did not have her faculties.
I wonder if perhaps things are just too much for her. Sometimes when you get too stressed or you have too much on your plate, the little things can slide, and that can be your detriment.
I don't disagree.
When we find her, I think I may have a conversation about perhaps not stepping down per se, but giving her a moment to rest, to fight the ailment that she is going through.
I recommend it. I also recommend that we keep her here, within the walls of the fortress. Whatever doctors she needs are welcome to enter, as far as I'm concerned, but, well, I just don't feel comfortable with her being 1,000 blocks out.
Agreed.
Clearly she is not safe.
Perhaps I can ask Chiron to study Ophelia's office and see exactly what Helia may need here.
I think that's a wise idea, Your Radiance.
What are we going to do about the money fairy?
I've been mulling it over recently, and quite frankly, it's been a task to round up the people who have any sort of dealings with the money fairy at all. What if instead of me going out to them, we offered a reward? Perhaps have them come to us.
How high of a reward are you thinking?
A couple thousand emeralds. Perhaps 5.
Sorry, say that once more.
A couple thousand emeralds.
Yes, that's quite fine.
Alright, I'll draft up a poster. Would you like me to reach out to the leaders of the other realms requesting permission to put it up, or...?
No, I will.
Certainly. Do you require anything else?
I don't think so, no.
Well, if that's all, I'm going to check around and see if I can't find the grey carpet that's missing.
I will replace it. And my warpstone just disappeared.
Here, please, take mine.
I appreciate it.
Of course, Your Radiance. I'll see you around.
Yes. Grey carpet. Whoever it is definitely does not have the fear of God in them. Feels that they can do whatever they wish. That kind of bravery comes with someone who has a backing. Someone who feels as if they can get away with it. Do not believe the money fairy to be a commoner. However, I do believe that the money fairy, whoever, or it's someone who either has, obviously it's someone who has money, obviously. It's literally the thing of like the money fairy. However, I also the suspicion of it being Vincent gets higher and higher every single day. Looks like I have something from Fiore. Permit. Ophelia agreed to the business permit terms for selling potions in the overworld and assigned the business permit. I have it left on my desk for a few short moment. Thank you. Okay. I will go and... The flame. It almost took me. Okay, there we go. I swear to God. If you're evil... Well, I have not a lot of work to do today. My schedule consists of sending out mail. Obviously, now we want to put out some posters. Ophelia, unsigned business permit. By order of the Netherian Crown, this permit grants the holder legal authority to operate business products sourced or crafted by the foreign kingdoms. Operation must comply with the holder's kingdom laws, as well as the Netherian trade laws, including tax regulations, proper record-keeping, and ethical business conduct. By signing this agreement, blah, 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 blah. Clause 1. Any Netherian products/ingredients must be sourced via trade with the Netherian master of coin/crown or collected in a way that traveler's tribute tax is paid. This clause prevents the permit holder from being gifted Netherian items to then be used for profit. Prevents the permit holder from being gifted Netherian items to then be... Okay, got it. Any Netherian products and ingredients sold via the business will be subject to a 10% tax. Yep. Following must be sent to the Netherian. Failure to adhere. Okay. Shit. I'll just do this. Because I can't put my last name on there. It's too big. Guess I'll have to copy this, actually, and do that. Hi, lady. Do this. Lorynthia Hellryn. 6/21. Wait, it's not the 21st. I believe it is the 28th. 28, 25. Business permit. Sign and close. Let me go make a copy so I have that for my own self, because with everything going on, it's really hard to trust anyone, especially people coming from other realms into our realm. It's really difficult, and I'm a little stressed about it. Kind of regretting opening up anything at all, because opening up our doors led to things like this happening. Ah, so exciting! Don't know if you could tell, but I had a massive eye roll. I should make another one so I can give it to Fiore as well. Some days I feel as if, you know, a lot of things that my mother did were not great. However, I do think that perhaps closing off our borders was good in its own right. Let's do this. Unsigned. Okay. The fortress. Let me drop this down. Oh, goodness. Hello, everyone. Also, welcome to the stream if you're watching. Hello. Hopefully you all are doing well today. Copy of the original. That is there. I'm then also going to send one to Ophelia. Copy of the original. Oh. Thank you for informing me of the search party and the discovered trap. I look forward to hearing more about the events in our next council meeting. Flame be with you, my friend. What search party? Rexarus didn't mention that. Interesting. Copy of the original. There it is. I saw that a message left behind for Elio. What search party are you referencing? Very, 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 very interesting. Oh, I still have all of my festival things in here. Do I have room in here? I guess so. Ooh. Have you stopped the bar? I don't know what you mean by that. I know, there is the hellhole. Oh, also, something that I wish to show off. I have done more stress building. I said I was going to take a break, but with Helia's disappearance, it has, not worked. I can't take a break, no matter what I do. Can't catch a moment. So, I started building. And I have started putting glass away, but mostly the outside is basically done. I need to still add some details here. Add some things here. 2 days ago, the 26th, Elio was invited to a search party in the overworld. They didn't find anything, not sure who organized it, but I plan to ask Elio when I see him. I see. Thank you for telling me. I would also like to know myself from Guys, I will eat. I just don't do it until it's needed. I don't get why some people, this is me, Lauren speaking. I don't get why some people always have to make sure they are at full hunger. Food doesn't work like that. This thing, food, it literally takes like 4 hunger. So I'm going to wait till it's 4 hunger down. I find it very funny that people like eat immediately. It's wasteful, very wasteful. Okay, well, I have sent that. Oh, wait. I also need to send over posters. Nether news. Today's news consists of Helia missing whereabouts and Reiner has no soul. Please know Athena is running her therapy, so visit free. I see. Notes. Hi, Vessel. I wish to ask for space on your notice board for a wanted sign. We are looking for any information regarding the money fairy and are willing. There is I don't want to say a cash prize if you turn in the money fairy, but I don't know a better way to say that. There is a come on, brain, work. Reward. Thank you. There is a reward for that we plan to have with it. I hope that is all right. I hope you are fine with us posting it. Lorynthia. Sign. Wanted poster. Sign and close. Emperor. Acting Emperor. Acting Emperor. Is that how I spell Emperor? Is that how I spell Emperor, guys? I need you guys to correct me. I am writing to ask that we are able to use the notice board to put a sign up asking for information on the money fairy. There will be a reward added with it. I hope this is fine, and I hope you are doing well. Hi, Lady Lorynthia. Sign wanted poster. I'm surprised that Kristark isn't just the Emperor. With the Empress becoming blind, basically, I feel that I wonder if there's a sense of pride and ego that comes with not stepping down. Because I I can understand a little of not wanting to let an ailment like that stop you from doing what you have basically had your whole life. Lenore? Hi, vet. Hello? Is this it? You know what? I guess I'm just gonna send it here. Because I don't know if that's actually her, but I see that her head is there. So I'm just gonna put it there. Hopefully that is correct. But it would not be surprising to see that the Emperor, or well, acting Emperor, turns into the Emperor. I know if I had... You're fucking joking. Isn't this like the one that Helia had?
Came as quickly as I could.
Well, I think we've seen this one before.
Vitis, yes. Do
I...
you still wish for me to not pursue this?
Well, it is now in my room, so I feel that you have no choice. Even if it is some sort of prank or interesting alias, I still think it is something to look into in case it is a goblin disguising themselves as a good prank.
Indeed. Sorry, I wanted to ensure that when that chest was opened,
Prim,
nothing would explode.
get out of here. Go. Sorry. I usually like to keep Prim off leash.
No, I understand completely.
I'll be quite honest with you, I don't know what any of this says.
Would you like me to decode it for you?
Well, we have time on our hands.
The rabbit plush again.
You know, I'm not mad at this. At least the plush.
It certainly says it's by Vitis again.
Number 6. What does number 6 mean? Oh goodness. Okay, this is actually like a book.
Oh no.
They call it a victory, but she knew the truth. The princess moved slowly across the battlefield, her footsteps heavy in the ash and broken steel. Her crown was cracked, tarnished by soot and fire. The fine silk of her gown, once vibrant, was now stained and torn, trailing through the ruin of what had been an army. Round her lay the fallen, knights and soldiers who had sworn fealty against their will, now silent beneath the weight of their loss. Their banners, once symbols of honor, had been reduced to blackened scraps fluttering in the cold wind. The enemy had never shown itself fully, but its presence was everywhere. A dreadful song, carried on in the wind, had shattered their minds before steel could meet steel. Madness spread like wildfire, turning allies into foes. The earth had cracked open beneath them, swallowing whole ranks in smokes and flame. She had survived, barely, her heart heavy with the weight of what victory had cost. The great crater that marked the battle's end still smoldered, a silent testament to the destruction wrought. The song was gone, but its echo lingered in the silence that stretched over the ruin. In the years to come, bards would sing of the day's glory. Histories would speak of the sacrifice and triumph, yet none would know the truth buried beneath their tales, the horror that had claimed so many and the price the princess paid in blood and sorrow. She walked away from the battlefield, the ashes whispering beneath her feet, knowing that she would carry this silence forever. That's pretty fucking dark.
Incredibly.
I don't know whether to take this as a actual story or a bad omen.
Nor do I.
What was the, thing? What does the address say? Do you happen to know?
The first word is Hellsong. Second word has not been decoded yet.
Oh, I get the decoding now. I understand it. The alphabet's on one side, and then the other things are on the other.
Indeed.
It just looked like a bunch of chicken scratch to me.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
You don't think that this person has anything to do with Helia's disappearance, do you? I mean, she did get this, and then a few days later ended up missing.
Well, I would be a fool if I didn't say it was a possibility. But
Why didn't you see
feels
anything? Why
different
can't you
about
talk?
this from the Money Fairy. This person is leaving a trail, as if they want people to follow it. Money Fairy does no such thing, at least to anyone except Amelia Shortcake.
Well, I believe it is a dress.
Yes, would you like to try it on? You can also finish the decoding if you'd like. Doesn't seem to be poisoned or trapped in any way.
So the first word is Hellsong, is what you said?
Hellsung, I believe.
Hellsong.
As in U-N-G, past tense. Hellsung.
And the last one is V.
Don't know. It has a T, it has a V, it has, I decoded a few of the letters, but I didn't finish it all.
This is quite hard. Should I have a sign for this?
Don't know what you could really do.
V. I believe that this one is probably an I. The next one is. I don't think it goes together. And then the next one would be kind of looks like an angle, which ooh, see. Oh. No! I think I've ruined it.
Yeah, probably. Well, not really ruined, but it's certainly not going to have a name anymore.
Don't know what's gonna say then. Vic? What was the book about?
Hellsong Victory, if I had to guess.
That would make quite a lot of sense, especially with this book being about a battle. Is this the dress that this woman wore? Tattered. Ash-filled.
Haven't a clue. It's possible.
Well, I want it out of my room. I'll take the dress, but I would like to figure out more on what this is.
Certainly your radiance.
Sorry if I'm keeping you from something else.
No, I was just working on putting up the poster. I just finished drawing it. Not much of an artist, but...
Oh. Well... I know that you have your own going-ons, and it's quite hard to be captain because you are needed in many places. However, with Helia's disappearance and once again someone breaking into my room, I don't feel completely safe.
I will keep both eyes on you at all times, Your Radiance.
For the time being, I know that perhaps, I don't know if we've ever spoken in detail about it, but I wish to make it clear that I would like to have you as a personal guard until we can find out exactly what's going on.
Of course, Your Radiance.
So, if you are going to put up the poster, I wish to accompany you.
Oh, the poster's technically already up. I just need to put in the last attack.
Oh, well, I would like to see it.
Well, then follow me to Xerath.
You drew that.
I did.
Didn't know you could draw.
Oh, whoa. I don't think I would call that drawing.
I would.
At least.
That is quite a good drawing.
It's a scribble, Your Radiance.
That is not a scribble. The things behind it with the orange are a scribble. That's an actual image. I can tell exactly what it is.
I suppose so. Yeah, we had a lot of downtime. I like to read, I like to write, I like to sometimes sketch.
I honestly should probably take this one down. It is already, past it.
In that case, I will change where this is.
Oh yes, and then I can also get rid of these. Kind of forgot about that. Ugh. Giving more space for the citizens if they wish to put anything else up.
What if I make it bigger then?
Also going to get rid of this. People already know this. Yeah, people already know all this. You know, no one actually messaged me about a pathway. No one sent me a letter, sent me a missive, nothing.
Yeah, I've noticed the same, where like nobody really wants to bother, if that makes sense.
They're supposed to bother me. That's my whole job. I'm supposed to be taking care of them and making sure everything is all right.
Yeah, not a single person asked me. Oh, that's far larger than I meant for it to be. How does it look?
Well, it's quite a big piece of parchment.
We'll keep it this big in the Nether. Perhaps in the other realms, I'll use the smaller version.
Oh, right.
What? Do you not like it?
Well,
I want to make sure people can read it this time. You know how many complaints I got that nobody can read this?
Well, I can read it.
I can read it too! But apparently nobody else could, so...
I see.
There we go. Now they get this.
A compassionate, non-judgmental space where you can openly explore any concern or challenges you may be facing. Grief counseling, home visits, anonymous submissions, trauma counseling, relationship help. Book now. Honestly, I hope Athena gets quite a lot of business.
As do I. Quite looking forward. In fact, I might book a therapy session myself just to,
You?
just to support local businesses.
Understandable. Maybe a, Actually, I don't think I need any help. The help that I need isn't something that Athena can provide.
Well, regardless of whether you need mental help or not, I still think it's good to give patronage to our local citizens.
I definitely agree. Well, are you doing anything else in the city today?
I have yet to do my rounds. Would you like to accompany me?
Sure.
Otherwise, I noticed that Elio's around, so
Perhaps we can
Probably,
speak.
never
Oh.
mind. I was gonna say we could talk to Elio regarding the search party. Speaking of, I do have a letter from Elio about that, if you'd like to read it, or I can read it to you.
Yes, either or is fine.
Captain Rexarus, a search party for Helia was held in the overworld on the 26th day of the 6th cycle. Nothing pointing towards her location was found, but we came across a likely trap during our search. It's unlikely to have had anything to do with her, but I wanted to make you aware in case more traps have been set. There's also been talk on the organization of another search party with more banshees to search the underground for Helia's bunkers. Not sure why they believe that Helia would have bunkers in the overworld, because quite frankly, I believe that would be illegal, would it not?
Have you spoken to Atticus yet? Perhaps he could give more insight on that.
Around.
Well, if we are able to see him, I think it would be quite beneficial.
Yeah, if he ever wakes up, I'll make sure to,
If you both are awake at the same
him.
time, more so to speak.
Certainly, yes.
So, what do you normally do on your rounds?
Just walk the streets, make sure there's no piglins. Sometimes jellyfish or ghasts will come close to the, area. I don't want citizens getting...
I think this is quite nice.
to the far ones, but nothing over there.
Mm-hmm. Rexarus?
Helia's building over here.
Rexarus?
What?
I think
Yes, ma'am?
I see something. Rexarus? I think I see someone.
What do you see?
I just turned my head. Who is it?
I don't know. The body's burnt. It looks to be wearing a fungal crown.
From the festival?
Yes. Give me
Of
1
course, it's
moment.
Helia.
If it is, she's burnt beyond recognition. Looks like there's some sort of residue. Perhaps an explosion, but why are they floating?
I am not quite sure.
Your radiance.
What? Okay, that's a very big sword.
Do you recognize it?
No.
Believe it's Athena's blade.
Are we quite sure it's Athena?
I'm sure this is Athena's blade. There's a letter on it. Ari home visits. Athena, the 29th at 7 p.m.
Important.
works just fine with me. Your radiance.
It's her. Her business permit is in this box.
There's a totem on her body.
Oh, sorry. I did not mean to do that.
I'm alright, so long as you are.
I...
You place down the shulker again. I'd like to grab her effects and place them inside.
Yes. Fuck. We have to make Elio aware immediately. I believe Elio was Athena's family, correct?
Cousin.
Cousin, yes.
I guess. You're right. By the fucking flame, I don't want to. How are we gonna tell Enya?
Enya? Why does it matter to Enya?
I'm gonna move the body.
How?
Don't know yet. But we can't leave her here. I'm going to ask Enya if she knows anything about where Eros was laid to rest.
Flame forbid. We just need to make sure that she gets a proper burial. Tell Elio. Fuck, Elia's gone.
I don't know what we tell anyone, Your Radiance. She's right next to her clinic. How did this happen?
Someone's walking. I see them.
What?
In that direction, I see someone. Do you see who it is? It's definitely a girl. Oh, Athena. Flame forbid. Okay. What do we exactly do? Oh, shit. Of course. Elia fucking disappears, and now... Enya, I saw.
I wish I'd known her better.
As do I.
Well, suppose I'll never be getting that therapy session after all.
I'm going to prepare a letter for Elio. No, actually, it's something that should be told in person.
Should we go inform Enya? Athena and her were very close. Perhaps she could say goodbye to the body before I move it.
I do not see her anymore. But I
can have her meet us at the clinic.
If you think it is a good idea, then I will not question you.
I simply don't... I don't feel that I can give Athena the respect she deserves. She deserves to be with a loved one.
He's as loud as he can
someone who
be.
knew
Sorry,
her,
Jack.
who cared about her, Your Radiance. I love all the citizens, don't get me wrong. But I never had a chance to get close to her.
I did not as well, but I could see that Athena being here was a good change for Elio. So, I can only imagine what they are going to feel.
Hell, I think even Chiron was a good friend to Athena. Anybody but me.
I would say that we were at least on good terms. I mean, the last time we spoke was quite entertaining, I should say, at the least.
If there's anything that Athena always was, it was a joy to be around.
We should tell Enya before the body is removed.
Would you like to be the one to break the news, or would you have me do it?
I can do it. I will ask her to meet us at the entryway. Please stay here.
I've already requested her to meet at the clinic.
That is quite fine. I will be right here then. Fuck. Enya,
Your Highness.
Rexarus believed that it would be pertinent for you to be here to see this.
To see what?
I wish to warn you that this is going to be, a lot. However, we have... Just follow me.
Okay. Oh, God.
So sorry.
We believe it is Athena.
Unfortunately, the body is burnt beyond recognition, but it had all of Athena's personal effects.
I'm sorry, Enya.
Would you like the chance to say goodbye?
Yes, please.
We can give you a moment. Take as much time as you need.
Please.
Thank you.
Of course. I did not know that they were close.
Athena was a nuisance to Enya, I believe, more so than anything, but
A nuisance.
they were warming up. You never really got to go outside the fortress, did you?
When?
As a child?
No, of course not. You knew that.
Well. Back before the hellhole was what it is today, Enya... I wouldn't say that I knew her, but I saw her around on outings, and she always had a shadow. I learned
see.
when Athena returned to Xerath that she was that shadow.
I don't even know exactly what to say.
I feel terrible. But I also feel that I shouldn't be the one crying here, despite how badly I want to.
We save our tears for when everything is completed.
Certainly.
I will make sure that funeral preparations are in order for her. Helia isn't here, so it's on me to do. Or perhaps Kyron can do it. Do you need anything from us, Enya?
I don't know what there is. Do you know what happened?
We are not very aware of what happened. I was following Rexarus doing his rounds, and from the corner of my eye I saw something floating. I thought perhaps it was a block or something, but I saw the pickaxe. So I'm not sure. I know fungal mages can go into lava. Kyron has proven that countless times.
As long as they have mana, they can. If without mana, they take damage.
I'll have to speak with Kyron and Roynar about this, but the burn marks do look consistent with explosions. Whatever it was that killed Athena burnt hot and burnt quickly.
It could have been a jellyfish. They explode really quick. It happened with Roynar.
We are going to speak with Elio as soon as they are awake. I ask that you do what you need.
I will take care of the remains. I promise she will be dealt with care, respect, and love.
Fuck, I'm not good at emotions. Oh. I don't know if this is, Do you wish to have a hug?
Yeah, that would be good.
I'm quite sorry this happened, Enya. I didn't know Athena very well, but she made me laugh a lot.
She was good about that. I just hate that we didn't have more time together. I never got to say sorry.
Sorry for what? It seemed that you both were close.
Ever since she came back, we have been, but the more she told stories of us when we were younger, I realized I wasn't the nicest to her.
Don't blame yourself for something that you did as a child, Enya. She stayed close to you, even after coming back, so she must have thought of you as a friend, very dear to her. I think she knew that if she felt anything, it was child's play.
Yeah. Ever since she came back, I've seen her differently than when we were younger, and I'm gonna miss her.
We are as well.
Sorry.
No, it's
Oh,
so fine, Enya. If you need anything from us, please don't be shy to reach out. I can only imagine. If you need someone to speak to, I also don't mind being that person.
Thank you. I think I need to take a swim in the lava, because
Yes, regulate your body, do what you need.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. Enya is going to process it how she will.
Understandable. I wanted to do a thorough examination before I moved it, and I fear Enya's assessment may be correct. She spends more time with Roynar than I do these days, so perhaps she's more used to looking at the scar tissue. This does indeed look like a jellyfish.
Well, all we can do is give her a proper burial and inform her family.
Or it could have been an end crystal.
an end crystal down here that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. But neither does her being down here for any real reason whatsoever. Unless she was mining gold nuggets. Perhaps she needed glowstone?
I am not sure. Whatever it is, if it was a jellyfish, maybe perhaps she went into lava, came out, a jellyfish was above her, and that happened. I feel as if most of Netherians know to leave jellyfish alone.
I also still don't understand why she had a totem in her inventory but unequipped.
I do not wish to think it was foul play. However, my mind, after everything that is going on, can't help but creep there.
Well, do you have the main shulker box with belongings?
Yes, I do. I have the shulker box that is labeled important and accessories.
Well, I have two more for you. Payments as well as an unlabeled one.
Is
far as I'm
everything
aware,
in those
Elio-
shulker boxes?
Indeed.
Okay.
Save for a single warp stone.
Well, I trust that you will take care of the body then. And
I will, Your Radiance.
I will inform Elio as soon as they awaken.
I envy you that ask. Let me know if you have need of me, Your Radiance.
We shall see. I wonder how many people just walk past here. How long it's been.
I haven't seen her since the festival.
Exactly.
Could have been over a week. I must admit, I do walk through here most days, and I hadn't seen anything, but I also don't make it a habit to look over the edge of the platforms. Suppose from now on I should. Are you able to go into her trinkets? Because I am not.
No, I am not
Okay,
able
just
to.
wanted to see. Well, I am going to grab a body bag from the keep, and I'll keep you informed.
I'll stay here so it doesn't disappear. It's quite easy to see this from there. What exactly were you doing, Athena? I know Elio is going to want to take a break after this. I will pick a plot for her in the graveyard.
Certainly. Please.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that again.
It's fine. Still doesn't hurt me. Please ask if Athena has any specific desires as to how her remains be handled.
can do.
if you have a chance.
It may not be something I find immediately, but I will ask nonetheless.
Thank you, Your Radiance.
Mm-hmm. Anyone who is walking could easily see it. I was just doing the rounds and there it is. Well, I guess the Nether is going to be in mourning once again. I'll have to send a notice out to inform all citizens. Anya must be up there with her cat. I guess actually I shouldn't do it. Elio should be the one to pick the plot. Oh god. For a quick second, I really thought that was Helia. I don't wish to make it seem that it being Athena means that I am less upset by it. A loss for the Netherians is a loss for our kingdom. And it seems Chiron is around. Going to see if they move or not before I do anything. I'll see if they are able to speak now.
Hello?
Chiron? I have some saddening news to share with you.
Oh? Come in.
I was, following Rexarus around the city as he does his rounds every day. On the way to one of the platforms, I saw from the corner of my eye something floating above the lava. And in further inspection, it seems that Athena has died.
What?
I don't know how exactly. Rexarus and Enya believe that it could have been a jellyfish due to the burns on her body. However, she had a totem in her inventory, which makes things seem a bit off.
Sorry, what?
I didn't know her well, but I was told that you did, and I wanted to tell you.
I don't know. I say it. I knew her well, but we had a really good chat the other day. I was just starting to get to know her.
I'm very sorry.
Thank you for telling me.
I will also need to tell Elio, which is going to be hard, and I ask that you be there if you're around.
If I'm around, I definitely will be there.
I also wish to speak to you about fungal mages in particular. Is there anything that we should prep in advance for funeral arrangements? I know the Nether usually lights a fire, but that's for any member of the Netherian citizens. I just didn't know if there was anything in particular for fungal mages that we should make sure is addressed. I don't wish to do anything that would be sacrilegious.
Well, any history of fungal mage traditions has been erased. I'm assuming you know why. So, I'll see what I can find. Maybe I'll make something up. I'll figure it out.
I don't wish to put a burden on you while you are processing this information, but as acting high priest, funerals are something that is underneath that. I ask that you prepare Athena's funeral.
I will.
I'm very sorry. I wish that I knew her better so I could... I don't know. It's quite hard. But I will not trouble you with my own feelings. That seems quite selfish.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'm willing to listen. If you wish to share.
I'm sure you feel the same sentiment that things are just hard right now. With Helia kidnapped or disappeared, don't know exactly which. With our connection to the other realms, feeling that they continue to get further and further away. Things are just becoming harder, and I don't know exactly what to do. I know what I need to do. I need to make sure that we and the people that I love and that inhabit the Nether are safe. But I don't know how to do that in a way that makes everyone happy. I don't know if there's even a way to do that.
How did they do it during the Golden Age?
You know, it's quite funny. There's many books and myths and legends of Zareth and her reign and how she was this ruler, but it never actually goes into the nitty-gritty of things. what laws, except for the ones that had to do with goblins, what they looked like, how it was formed, what the church did. None of that is documented, nothing that I could find at least.
So what are you suggesting?
I don't know. I dreamed and fascinated, fantasized, I guess is the best word, about what it would look like when I became High Lady. And everything that I looked for and wanted and strived to want to be for myself. It seems that was all a child's dream. Everything that I've tried to build, everything that I've tried to do, it feels as if it may work for a moment, and then there's something else that comes up because of it, and then it falls onto me again to fix it. Everybody looks to me. And sometimes I don't know how to fix it. I don't know. And with
What needs to be fixed?
That's a very good question. There is this fear and this consensus that there is something to fix. However, I don't even know exactly what to do or where to start for it. It feels as if there's something wrong and I can't do anything about it. With the disappearance of Helia, it feels as if, I mean, for flame's sake, I saw her the same day. I could have done something, I could have said something, I could have taken the letter that she gave me, and maybe I should have put her on, not house arrest, but perhaps I should have said that you stay with me. Maybe I should be more acting, maybe I should have done something different, so she wasn't gone. Because, for flame's sake, she's the high priestess. She's supposed to be the other side of the crown. She's supposed to be in this power, yet I could do nothing to see it, to save her, to do anything. And I can't help but feel that, and I know it sounds awful, but I can't help but feel that it is her fault. Her fault, my fault. Things could have been done so much differently. And I feel like I keep messing up. I keep making mistakes. Even though I know that some of that's not true. But like, it's just stressful right now. With the money fairy business, with this Vitus thing, it seems
Vitus?
so much. Yes.
The fuck is...
Helia, a few days before her disappearance, got a interesting message that had a bunny plush in it, as well as a dress. And it came with an interesting story. At first, I had thought that perhaps it was just a prank. Perhaps someone that is trying to be funny, but it's not actually funny because we just experienced a break-in just a few days before. And now recently, I also was targeted. It was in my room. The money fairy also stopped by again, the throne room. The cross was set on fire, so I couldn't break it. It felt like a mockery to the Netherian throne, which doesn't feel great. I just don't know what to do in this moment right now, but also I can't help but feel that nobody knows what to do. I am sorry for just unloading on you like that.
Don't be sorry. It shows that you trust me, which I appreciate.
I appreciate you, truly. I know I say it a lot, but it never is unfactual. Without you, without Catherine, without Rexarus, I don't think I could do this.
Well, I'm glad that I'm helping you. I think. I think there are limits to what a High Lady can do and can control. And I think that if you have people who test or defy those limits, then maybe find people who'll abide by them.
Agreed.
Me, personally, I'd rather trust than regret, than doubt and regret.
That's a very interesting viewpoint. And I will take it into consideration. It's hard to trust when things are the way that they are currently. I mean, it's not hard to trust in you, nor Catherine, nor Rexarus.
Sometimes I think it's kind of pointless to question people and who they are. I think sometimes how you perceive them is their real identity.
Why does it need to just be one person that rules a kingdom? I think one of the best things that I did do was bringing the council together. Because Flame knows that if it was just me making the decisions, things would be a lot different.
In a In a negative way, or?
Don't think negative for us, no. There are some days where I wish that some days I go back to the day where we opened up our borders. When the war finally came to an end and we let everyone in. I know we had our issues before then. But sometimes I wonder if things would be different. Pyra wouldn't have died because they wouldn't have been allowed in here. The money fairy and people breaking into others' homes wouldn't have happened. At least I don't believe it would have happened. I don't believe a Netherian citizen is the money fairy. I just wonder what life would be like for the Netherians if we just focused on ourselves, stayed with ourselves. But I also know that once we have opened up our borders, it is going to be hard to go back. People enjoy the other realms. People have made friends with other people. And that's not just something that I can take back. But also perhaps that is me blaming my lack of anything on others. I'm rambling.
What do you want to do?
I'm not sure what I wish to do. Actually, I wish to find Elio, and I wish for our citizens to stay safe. I wish for them to live a long and happy life. I wish for people to respect the crown. That's what I want. And I feel that people from other realms don't. But that's nothing that I can deal with. Not my people, not my problem. But most of this was obviously just a rant. I've been quite stressed. I hope you know that what I am saying, don't take it as truth. Would you like to go to the city with me and speak to Elio and see Athena's body? I will meet you there then. Elio.
Hello, Your Highness.
Hello.
Oh.
Could you please follow me?
Yes.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask what this was about.
I think it's best if you see it for yourself.
Alright.
I am not sure what to say in this moment. I do want to prepare you that this is going to be a lot. And we are truly, truly sorry.
Elio, Kyron. Excuse me, sir.
Who is that?
We were hoping you could confirm it for us. Well, she may be unrecognizable.
We believe it is Athena. Because these were the items on her.
That, and she wears the flower crown.
So, this can't be her.
I'm sorry, Elio.
What happened?
We don't know. There are burn marks across the skin, and as you know, fungal mages are immune to lava when they have their fungal power, so Enya mentioned that it may have been a hydrogen jellyfish.
A jellyfish. Athena.
Sorry, Elio.
There's no way she would. She just came back. She's right here. She died in Darrows of all places.
If you need a
Dear
moment,
Athena, yes. Take your time. It's catching up to me. Really trying to stay strong. I can't imagine what Elio's feeling right now.
sometimes I feel... It's funny that I say I feel when I really don't really feel at all. Sometimes I wonder if there's something
Kyron,
wrong with
is there
me.
any way that fungal
Only
mage remains
anger.
are to be treated? Specifically.
Only anger is there.
I know that for fireys we light a flame, and in general we do that for all Netherian citizens upon their passing, but is
I've
there a certain
already...
mushroom we plant? Is there a certain song we sing? Please tell me how to respect.
Once I figure that out, I'll let you know.
Thank you, my lord.
Starting today, we will go into our period of mourning.
Oh, you said. Of course.
Oh goodness, I think the flame is taking me.
If the problem is on my end, her end.
Hey y'all, I don't know what's going on. Give me 1 second. I do wonder, I think I might have an idea of what's happening.
Give me one moment. Sorry, y'all. I know we were just in a tense scene. Yeah, the flame definitely snatched me up. Hello, hello. Are we back? Can you guys hear me better? Is everything Gucci? Gucci? Okay, sick.
Round through Zara today, and I seen her, but I'm certain the High Lady her today.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, this is awful. Hang on, y'all. What's happening? I'm just gonna restart my Minecraft, I think. I am worried it's due to my actual space. I don't think it has anything to do with my actual internet. I just don't know what to make free. I don't know what to do. I might have to uninstall like a big game real quick. What's a big game that I can uninstall? Do I have something? Quick, quick. Well, I'm going to speak more as Lorynthia, because I believe that she really word vomits. She even feels that way. She feels as if she can't be truly upfront with her emotions because, I mean, flame forbid, Chiron was just standing there, listening, not actually having a conversation with her. And it really gets into her head. It does. She feels that perhaps what she thinks isn't right, and that she is always the wrong one. But maybe Chiron is right. Maybe she needs to learn to trust people more. But how can she trust someone or trust people when she is the High Lady? Always the one for the targeted attacks. She tried trusting. She's tried doing it. It's hard. Alright, we're loading back up Minecraft, y'all. I will say, out of character, Lorynthia, she is a little emotionally intelligent. However, I think by being so scorned her whole life and having nothing but anger and love from
Rexarus when they were younger and things like that. And obviously from her own father. Things that we have seen. That's present. But things like sadness and whatnot is not something that Lorynthia does very well. Makes her feel that she's a little bit of a sociopath. Is the flame not taking me anymore?
You sound fine.
Perfect.
you.
I see.
In fact, you sound clear as the day I met you.
Not exactly sure what that means, but thank you.
Nor do I. My mind is scrambled at the moment.
I'm sorry that I could not be here to speak with Elio. How did that go?
Elio is still down there as far as I know.
Oh, I did not see.
He has requested to be the one to deal with Athena's remains.
Okay.
I am inclined to encourage it,
Yes.
quite frankly.
As per
Hasn't
tradition, we will still have a gravesite for Athena for those who wish to mourn her. And I'll speak with Elio about it later.
Of course.
So he also broke belongings, I think.
That is bittersweet to hear.
If there's anything that you need from us, Elio, anything to help with funeral preparations, anything, please ask us. We'll provide whatever it is you need.
I'm not quite sure how to go about preparing funerals, to be honest.
Well, Chiron is our acting high priest with Helia gone currently. So that would usually fall underneath a duty for the high priestess or priest. If you need anything for funeral preparations, Chiron is the one to ask.
Alright.
Don't hesitate to send a missive or an email.
Oh, what?
An email.
Any mail.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but poor Gordon.
Yeah, sent you a letter, I guess.
Please take as much time as you need, Elio. Go home, go rest. I don't expect you to be working or doing anything of the sorts. Please don't, actually.
Take time for yourself to grieve.
I will. I'll just remain here until I
Yes, of course.
can deal with moving the body.
Wow. Quick you are.
We should leave Elio here.
Agreed. Your Radiance, I wanted to float this by you. Before I had left it up to the citizens to decide whether or not they wanted a beacon placed nearby their residence or place of business. I would like to retract that, opting in, and instead
Just place them
mandatory
everywhere.
beacons throughout Xerath, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems that you are on board, so I will go take down the beacon request form that's on the bulletin board and begin placing beacons. I want the citizens to feel safe. I want them to know they are safe within Xerath.
Yes.
Even from hydrogen jellyfish.
I agree.
Well, then I will take my leave here. I have a lot to set up.
I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can. Is there anything else that you may need from me, Kyron?
It's not really important. It's more something I learned the other day.
Well, if you wish to speak about it, I would love to hear about it. Anything that gets me to stop thinking about Athena.
Let's go to your room.
Okay. I got rid of the pressure plates. Everywhere
come?
around the fortress, actually.
Traps.
Exactly. The overworld continues to have more and more, and with other people entering the fortress without our knowledge or permission, it feels like something I should do.
I think that's a good idea.
Do you wish to speak privately?
Might be best. Yeah.
Okay, give me one moment. So, what is it that you have on your mind? Or some information that you have found?
So, not yesterday. A couple of days ago, Skylar had asked me to be a teaching assistant for a spellbound order lesson. I'm in the spellbound order, by the way.
What is the spellbound
Forgot to
order?
It is, from my understanding, a group of people who practice magic and wish to enhance their studies. I wanted to get better at blood magic. I figured I might as well if I'm gonna use it. And I was evaluated, and Skylar allowed me in. Basically, it's anyway.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I had agreed to do a trial test of my skills before.
Oh, yes. I
recent
think we
May
spoke
room.
about this where you had something to. Yes. Okay. I'm up to
Yeah,
date
yeah,
now. Yeah.
So okay, I was his teaching assistant. Did the lesson, it was fine. And we found the previous spellbound order before the war. We found their old base, I guess. There's a lot of books there, but I learned not useful information about Marin.
I see.
She had a previous lover. His name was Zayden or something like that. Do you know what happens to Crystallians, when they fall in love, and as they are very emotionally driven beings, do you know their anatomy at all?
I am aware that something tethers Vincent and Jura together because of their souls or something. That's as much as I really know. They can like feel
don't-
each other's emotions and that's about it, I believe.
It's complicated, but when two crystallians fall in love, something their hearts tether, um, and when crystallion's loved one dies, the heart shatters, the crystal core shatters. Um, so Mayrin, you see Mayrin's crystal crown, right?
Yes, I just thought that was magic.
I think that's her dead boyfriend's crystal core. Actually, I don't think, I know. Skylar confirmed it. More or less.
Romantic but weird.
And I also learned that once a crystallian falls in love and is heartbroken, it is very hard, if not impossible, for them to fall in love again.
I see. So she was just playing you the whole time?
I don't think so, which is which is the annoying part. I was worried that Skylar would be upset that I did not reciprocate the feelings that Mayrin supposedly had. But I learned that he's very understanding, or he could have been lying to me. He could hate my gut. As far as I know, he's pretty understanding about it. And I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
I see. Is there something that you wish to speak on further? I feel as if you're not getting your full thoughts out. You heard me rambling and saying things that didn't really make much sense. I wish to be here as an ear for you to say what you feel, even if it's something that I may not necessarily agree with.
Well, to be honest, I feel like a terrible person, first off. I feel stupid. I feel like I've done wrong, and people are saying I'm not in the wrong, but I feel like I very much am. And it's just very conflicting, and I don't know what to make of it.
I understand. Truly, I do. I feel that there have been moments where I have felt the same way. Where just the conversation we were having, where I feel like I'm constantly doing wrong, and everyone else is telling me that I am doing well, but
Yes, but your wrongdoings haven't gotten people killed. As far as I know. So far, people have only died because of their actions. That you have no impact on.
yes, it's different in that way. Well, I mean, being out at war, you being there, and actions that I have done have led to people's death before. One that really I understand your plight. May not fully understand it, as I did not like the people that crossed my path. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that it is your fault. I wish that there was something that I could do to reassure you and to tell you that it is not. But it is something you'll have to overcome, or something that you will succumb to. And Flame, hoping that you just don't get yourself hurt.
I think we're past that.
Be truthful with me. If you were High Lord right now, would you call for the execution of Mayrin after everything that she has done on textbook and paper? Would you still call to execute her? Thinking of the people, thinking about the other lives she has hurt. Would you still do it?
It depends. If, well, ideally, I would wait until she had her closure regarding Bellfire. But if that wasn't possible, then I'd still do it, but I'd find a way to punish myself in the process too.
Well, lucky for Mayrin, she hasn't been found. And I don't know if we will find her soon. So perhaps she can get that closure.
I don't know, so far she tends to run away from a lot of things. She may even be in the void right now.
Well, if she's not, and somebody happens to help her get her closure before myself Rexarus or the Enderian court finds her, then maybe that might be enough. But also, I don't know.
You should do what is right to you, not what's gonna make me feel better, because honestly, at the end of the day, I'm gonna feel the same regardless of what happens. So
I am
you
going to
might
do what's
as well.
best for me. I'm going to do what's best for the kingdom. I'm going to do what's best for the people here. I am still going to follow through with that. I just don't know when that will be. So she's got plenty of time. Use it wisely. I hope, at least, she uses it wisely.
From what I've seen of her,
Feel that they're not understanding what I'm alluding to.
how do I say it? Doesn't make good use of her time when allotted. And maybe she's changed in the past few months. I doubt it.
Well, if somebody were to be there on her side, helping before we get to her. I feel like you're not understanding what I'm alluding to. I thought maybe I could say this more in a secretive way, but I guess not. We have not found Mayrin. We have no leads towards Mayrin.
No, I know. Skylar doesn't know either.
If helping her helps you feel even just a little bit better by getting revenge to get her closure, then I will look away. I just know that there will be a time where Mayrin will have to pay. However,
I understand.
Yeah. However, you did not hear this from me, if anyone else says this. I just wish to... I am going to do what's best for the kingdom, but also I feel conflicted because I am your sister. Before the crown comes you, comes Catherine.
But you were trained for the crown.
I don't love the crown. I love you both. And what my mother taught me, yes, I was trained for the crown. But even while wearing it, she had no one by her side except for Daenerys. But that only led her so far. He was a traitor. I've realized while my mother has been gone that the crown can only give you so much. Family and love is how you survive this world. And if there is a way to have you feel more at peace, I won't say no to it.
Thank you.
So,
Have you ever killed anyone before?
What a question to ask.
Not a goblin like that. Or I don't know if you ever received any training regarding fighting, specifically goblins. But have you ever killed?
Would it make you look at me differently?
Yes, however, not in a bad way.
Yes. I had to do what I had to do.
Was it a goblin?
He might as well have been one. But no, he was not.
Did I know this person?
Yes. Everyone knew him. We were lashed and belittled by him. Made us feel like we were nothing.
Well, okay, for me that's a lot of people. I need you to... May I ask who? Feel comfortable sharing?
The late priest. He was a rotten man. And I did what I thought was right. I knew that the Nether we couldn't save ourselves with him ruling the church. He did so much wrong, and I'm glad that I did it after learning what he did. I'm only upset at myself for not doing it faster. Perhaps I should not have said that.
So you found him dead that day because you killed him. I remember you mentioning finding him after the war had ended, when I returned.
Yes. I poured poison into his food, and I let the poison do the rest.
Poison? I guess that lines up.
I do ask that you keep this between the two of us.
Don't worry, I don't think anyone wants to know this information anymore, so.
It's not very important. I like to think of it as an act of vigilantance. I don't know the plural word for that.
In retrospect, it was a good deed. Let's just say that.
I did it for good reason.
I'm glad you did.
I just don't wish to do something like that again.
If they deserve it, I think it's a different story, but I'm glad to know that regardless of your upbringing, you stand up for yourself.
It took me a while to do it. But perhaps that's why I have this strong urge to protect us. Protect the citizens. If we were able to get... Did I ever share a letter with you that my mother wrote?
That she wrote to you?
No, it was a piece of her journal. Surprising that she even had one.
I don't think so.
I have a suspicion that I was going to give this whole spiel, but you don't also know the stuff that is included with it. Where's the... Sorry, this might take a while.
Well, I have time.
Amazing. Here. She's writing about her mother, my grandmother, and how she found certain letters. Treasonous letters. And things were pointed at the church. After reading that, I have this innate sense to just protect us. It doesn't say exactly what the church has to do with my grandmother. However, if flame forbid the High Lady or the church was partaking in anything treasonous that went against the citizens, I just don't wish to breed something like that again.
I understand.
There's also mention of a temple. A place where Hellryn was first, I guess. What exactly does it say? It says, they rest in the Hellryn ruins. I don't know where that is. I was under the impression that because we had the first flame here, this is the place of Hellryn.
Are there ruins under fortress?
I'm sure Rexarus would have pointed them out, as he likes to go underneath the floorboards quite often.
As one does, yeah. Me too.
As a banshee does, I guess. It must mean that there's something else out there. And once
Do you want to
Helia...
find it?
I do. Very much so. If my mother was talking about these letters and hiding them there, then it's something we should know. If it has something to do with the past High Ladies, even the church, it's knowledge we deserve to know. So, when Helia returns and everything is more peaceful, I ask that you accompany me on that journey.
If you think I'm fit for it.
Of course you are. You're part of the spellbound order now. You were right at my mother's side in the war. You're very capable. It would mean a lot for me for you to be there in case we find something that is hard. I'd asked Catherine to be there, but seems she is taking more of a backseat on things. And I don't wish to push or prod at her.
I'm surprised she hasn't stepped up.
I don't think she ever will. And that's fine. I mean, everyone in the fortress, mother included, made sure to make her feel that she wasn't one of us. Though, I think everyone knew.
Well, I knew. So, I'm assuming that. I'm assuming that they.
But that's for Catherine to figure out on her own. Whether she wishes to bear our name or continue as Catherine Pinkerton, the baker.
Yeah, Baker.
Well, she's doing her best.
I'm secretly a Hellryn. Nobody knows yet, though. It's a secret.
You are more than welcome to add that name to you if you so wish. We may not be bound by blood, but you are the closest thing to family that I have. I say that we're bound by love rather than blood.
That's so wholesome.
I try. Please. I know you can't tell me everything because obviously there are some secrets you must have for yourself. But I will always be in your court. I will always be on your side. And I hope that... I know with the Mayrin thing, it's a bit difficult because it is treason. And with others knowing what she did, it's hard to just not do anything about it, if you understand what I mean.
I do.
However, there will always be full transparency with me. If you ask a question, though I may be hesitant to answer, I don't wish to harbor any resentment or keep things away from you so you feel a certain way. And and that may come off as a little unbearing and perhaps very hard at times because it can be a lot, but I'm just trying to do the opposite of what my mom did for me, and I really hate my mother. So...
Yeah, me too.
I hope I'm doing something right by doing the opposite of what she would do.
I would say so.
Well, is there anything else that you wish to share with me? Thank you, Prim, for your dancing.
Okay, I can't... Okay.
Why don't we speak outside? Prim is really going crazy. Oh, okay, go
Oh.
in. Go ahead.
There you go. Oh, you might already know. Balefire, or Zeroth, found his heart?
Yes, I was supposed to tell Rexarus that. I didn't even think about that until you said his name. Where were you with on the expedition?
No, Ophelia. I had gone to Limbo with Ophelia, and of course Zeroth had to be there. And he told
I see. Does he plan to finally put himself at rest?
I don't know. And that's another thing with Mayrin, she can't get closure if Ophelia can't do the surgery. Don't even know if it's a surgery. It could be a fucking conjuring, but if she can't do that, then there's no hope about Mayrin getting her closure, which I know she also Ophelia wants to see through.
So Ophelia also wishes for Mayrin to have closure?
Yes.
That
You're looking at me in disbelief.
I am. That does not make any sense to me. Unless she is the most understanding person in this world that doesn't have
She
any
is.
biased feelings. She has to have some biases. I mean, I don't wish to bring up Vincent, but Helia was quite worried that because of Vincent not doing so well with Helia, with their friendship not being... You were there, actually, I think, where she thinks that Ophelia's not going to do her surgery anymore, that she was worried about her bias towards Vincent.
Ophelia or if she is not, would probably be disappointed in that regarding the whole situation, but I don't think she would restrict someone of medical care.
But
If that
also, if
makes sense.
she is a doctor, she has taken an oath to protect lives, and she knows Mayrin wishes to kill the person that she is in a relationship with currently. That just does not make any sense to me.
Ophelia is very... I don't know if she still is, but when she found out through Zeroth, very casually, that goblins were still around and were disguised as people, she was really concerned that she was caring for goblins that were disguised as
Ophelia doesn't seem...
She's very trusting, but I
too
think
trusting.
her willingness to trust also eats her alive. There are times where I don't... Do you think Zeroth is a trustworthy man?
You know what's crazy to say is, at first I didn't believe that he was, when he was telling us about how he is created from the soul of the Skulk, I believe, and how the high vessels are basically a prop for him, or at least this is what I took from it. He didn't say this specifically, but from what I was understanding, the high vessels are there for him to then use as a body or as a vessel, high vessel, to continue with his legion. And I, at the time, was thinking of marrying Lenora, and that really frightened me due to the fact that perhaps her realm may be taken over by some ancient being. However, Balefire or Zeroth doesn't seem to be doing anything that seems to be weird, to be suspicious. He's been
He
nothing
still
but
hasn't,
forward and honest.
maybe to you, but not to some other people. He still has... I think it's kind of apparent at this point, but he hasn't admitted publicly to being the advisor, even though I feel like people can tell.
Definitely.
There was a while back, we had a conversation. He was... It was really confusing. I don't really know what he was saying, but from what I got from the conversation was he struggles with love as he watches many people die because he's like fucking a million years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about his feelings for Ophelia, and he said that he cares for her, but he doesn't want to care.
I mean,
He's...
understandable.
And I just don't know how I feel about Ophelia being with someone who isn't as committed as they could be. And it's been more than once that
Ophelia's starting to seem
I
real
had
sus to
Ophelia
me.
come to me talking about her issues with this man. Sorry. You know what?
No, it's fine.
I don't...
I completely understand, and your viewpoint on that is very helpful. I don't know what their situation is going to look like, nor how anything is going to be helped, but all I can say is if giving Mayrin closure is very important to you, then you should probably do everything in your power to delay the surgery. At least that's what I would do.
I want her to have closure. And in order to do that, there are but there are many difficult things that I need to do, and that Ophelia needs to do, and that Zeroth needs to do. And we can put in as much effort as it takes for her to get her closure. But she would never even consider putting an ounce of effort into me. So I don't know.
You've got a lot to think about, is what I'm hearing.
Great. Do you have empty pockets? Here, can you take those?
Yes. Is this contraband?
No. Can you take that too?
Sure. Festival tokens.
Yeah, they've been in my pocket.
Okay. You got any other things just in your pocket?
Oh, you can throw
Any
those in
pocket
too.
fuzz?
My
goodness.
you take those too. I don't really need them.
Lesson.
Oh, can you return those too? I don't really want to eat this. You can have it.
The fuck is all this? Okay, well, fire that one goes.
That's the lesson I was talking about.
Oh, did you not want me to put it in the fire?
No, you can. I'm just
Okay.
saying that's when I learned about Marin and Zayden and fuck knows what else.
I know they really want us to just give back their passes, but paper literally grows. They're able to get more. I don't know why Vincent was always so anal about it. Yes, I burned both. That's also something that I've learned is I feel that we come off a little snobbish, or the Netherian people in general, because money is quite easy to obtain here, and honestly, anything's quite easy to obtain. So it's very interesting to see other people. Should have seen Rowena's face when she entered the war room. That huge table. Felt like she wanted to kill me right then and there.
Oh, guess what?
Hmm?
Rowena told me, because we went to Limbo.
Mm-hmm.
I forget why, but there was... Anyway. Rowena pulled me aside. She was like, Kyron. I was like, what? And apparently, Rowena is supportive of, me trying to, be with Ophelia.
So you've told her?
Well, I had vented her about something. As Marin was her really good friend. So, and Rowena advised that I, let go to something that's dead. She didn't say those exact words. That was the general gist of the conversation.
I see. It is quite interesting to see Rowena be as unbiased as she has been. I know for me, if
She's unbiased because she doesn't like the bullshit.
I respect that, truly. I should probably properly thank her for her willingness to cooperate and be such a good sport about it.
Okay, good sport, yeah.
I mean, like you said, they are quite good friends, and I was trying to find someone that I could, like, relate it to, but I don't feel as if I have someone in my life who I could say that is a very good friend in that way. You're my family.
I'll go fuck myself.
No, you are my family. That love is much greater and broader than any friend I think could ever give me. And There's obviously other sorts of love, but that doesn't...
Like who?
What do you mean by that?
You said other kinds of love?
Yes, like romantic love and familiar love
Yeah. Oh, I
and...
thought you were gonna say a person. Like for romantic love.
Oh, well, you and Catherine... Romantic? Well... I don't know if I feel those types of feelings currently at this moment.
Are you sure? I don't know. What's your type? I don't think you're one for Endarians. Hmm.
My type, oh goodness. I guess I enjoy a man or woman who is certain in themselves. Someone who can take care of themselves, is self-sufficient. Something nice to look at. Someone who enjoys the things that I do. I think also understanding cultures and traditions are very important, so perhaps I'm more Netherian biased. What's that supposed to mean?
So, what are your opinions on individuals
Oh goodness.
with accents and some facial hair
Olivier.
and non-Netherians? Netherians with facial hair and accents. What are your
Stop
opinions?
playing coy, just ask me your question.
But it's fun.
Just ask me the question. I don't have time for games.
Do you find the captain attractive? I mean, you did have the thing.
Yes, when we were children.
Okay, I don't have it now.
How about now?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah?
Give me a moment to think. I'm not quite sure. I will tell you how I feel exactly at this moment. Cannot future see. I, at this moment, feel very content where our relationship, and I'm saying this as a relationship, not as like a relationship, just as like a relations between two people, is in a very good spot. It feels as if we have become friends again. And I'm very happy for that, truly. I forgot how much he makes me laugh and how I feel very secure when he is around. I am excited to see where the future brings us, and that's all I can say. If our futures allow.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
He has stayed over a few nights, not on purpose, by accident. I know exactly what you're thinking, and stop. We were playing games. Card
I'm
games.
not thinking it. Oh, okay.
Did
you win?
A few times, but he also won as well. He's gotten much better. We used to play this card game when we were younger, and apparently he taught his mates, as he would say it, his mates in the army, and he got better. So he's been kind of kicking my ass a little bit.
Well, then you gotta kick back.
Yeah, I try. Perhaps we should do something more than just card games. It is
Okay,
very
well,
nice.
there you go. There you have. Okay, well, I'm gonna head out.
I mean, like
I've
sparring. What are you? Why are you speaking like that?
nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, I.
Is there
I have a
anything else?
question.
Yeah.
Is it quite obvious that I I've spoken to a few people and they always comment about how Rexarus is around me, but isn't that normal for most princesses with their knights? They're supposed to be around them.
I would agree that it is normal. However, I
You can be candid with me. Say it.
um when Lenora uh has her knights around her, um I will say I sense a relationship between the two of them.
Huh?
I don't know. Maybe it's just me looking too into it.
I mean,
Maybe
it would not
I
surprise me if Oliver was interested in the High Vessel. He always seems much devoted to her.
I don't know how that would work because he's an heir.
Oh. Yes, I did forget about that. So. Okay. Well, that was it then. You
I'm
got
not
me in
saying
my
it's a
head
bad
now.
thing.
You got me in my head.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I don't believe it is either. I just don't wish for people to assume certain things when they don't know what is or isn't happening, you know? But also, I am in a position of not power, but I am a figurehead. So people are always going to be critical and always say things about me. So, kind of just have to take it.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I've heard a lot of people come up to me because I guess I'm really approachable, I guess.
You are.
And they're oh thank you. And they're like, "Oh, like Lorynthia is so cool." And
Oh, really now?
yes, I swear, people say that. And then there's other people that
Actually.
are like, yeah, and there's other people that are like, "Oh, like I don't want your sister to hate me or not like me." And I'm like, "She's you'll be fine."
Oh.
I think there are people who do care. I think the people who don't care are um
People who don't like me.
there's more people who care about how you view them than there are people who don't care.
Well,
In my opinion.
that is quite funny to hear because I care about everyone's opinion as well. And it's one of those moments where you're like, oh, that's funny. Us people are the same as everyone else, you know? We all
It's just
have
kind of
thoughts
funny.
and feelings.
It's funny how everyone's like, your sister's so scary, and I'm like, she's not that scary.
I can be.
Oh no, it's so scary.
Okay, go run and hide.
Uh.
Rah! Oh, sorry. That was gross of me.
Is there anything else?
No, there was nothing else that I needed from you. Is there anything else that you needed from me?
There's no trap.
Sorry, I got rid of all of them.
No, don't know. It's funny when I used to go to Marin's house. She has a pressure plate on her front door, and I would avoid it constantly.
Understandable.
I went to her house the other day. It's still not built. Which... I don't know. Anyway, enough about her. I need to not collapse, so I'll see you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Enjoy your rest. Oh, goodness. I know that Olivier had sent me a missive so long ago. Olivier, I am so sorry. It took me a bit to get back to you. I would be willing to have a picnic of sorts if you'd still have me. We have been quite busy here in the Nether. I would still love to get together, perhaps today, to have a picnic. With Rexarus. Now, I'm sure Olivier knows. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Is there any more mail that I need to actually attend to first before I walk away from this? No, nothing. Great. Now I can go put all my shit away. Because freaking Kyron. Put this in here. Put this into here. Item frame into here. Close your door so Prim doesn't get out. Was it not closed? Oh my god. I'm such a bad... That's why we have the pressure plates! I forget! Let's put this in here. Okay. Ooh, graffiti thing can go in here. I've got some carrots that actually go into here. I should really try on this dress, I think. I'm gonna actually just put this in here. Ooh, no, this is the one I want to keep. This is the one that I think I can get rid of. Okay, well, I don't know who made this, so I'm going to throw it away. Is there anything else that anyone would have missed? These have definitely been changed. They weren't Nether stars before. Someone been in here? Why are these in here? Okay. I did not expect that. Fuck, one's missing and one's dead. whether or not Olivier wishes to have a picnic. I think with my remaining time for today, I'm going to search around. See if perhaps there is any other leads around her home. Just something. I know this is not her residence now. What the fuck? What is this? Is that me? What are all these goblins doing? A greenhouse? Strawberries? Don't think I... Trader Clubhouse. Thank you. I'll have my captain put it up. Thank you. Hello, goblins. Goodness, there is quite the lot of you here. Finn Ashfang, beloved comrade. Brimstone loving father. Raya Brimstone loving mother. Look at their names. Do you mean the goblins? Hendrik. Levi. Shigeru. Lancer. Armin. Mikasa. Eren. Recognize a few. Panda. Bill. Connie. Jan. Reinar. Yuta. Sasha. Sorry, I'm like saying it the way that they say it. Erwin. Ryder. Berserker. Maki. Numaki. Totem. I like you, Totem. Oh shit, I thought this was the door. This place is a little confusing, won't lie. Oh. There's something else up here. What the fuck? What is this? What the fuck is this? This doesn't look cryptic or horrible in any sense. Weird. Our doors are open. Oh, I like that. Is there anything else up here? Anything? Empty. Empty. But these books. Cinnamon, steal the axe that wouldn't shut up. The warning, unheard the first. Willowbeak. Interesting. Deathless, tattered hearts, yours, twin flames. How do I feel about him? Things are going good. I think they should stay the same that they are. The promised soulmates. Ashes for a name, till death do us part. Is this all things that... Hell yeah. That sounds really sad. Bathroom. Chest room. Honestly, a very good way to keep it. Nothing else here. Anything. Anything at all. This was the book from Vitus. Bubbles. Vincent. Bubbles. Why is this? Quite interesting. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Anything that could lead? Nothing up here. Excuse me, little pixie. Excuse me. Was wondering what is up here. Bedroom. I see. Damn, she really loves Atticus, huh? I believe Atticus may know at least something. Not exactly sure what that is, but we need to question him. He is the closest person to Helia, and if Rexarus is right that the person who captured her knows her whereabouts, knows where she goes, knows things of that manner, then you must start with the people that are closest to her. Well, I hope we find her soon. Truly. Till then, only we can wait and see if she returns. All right, everyone, that's it. Oh my god, y'all. Hey. How y'all feeling? Let's discuss. Let's debrief. Go ahead. Put your thoughts and feelings out. How do we feel? I will be discussing, not as Lorynthia, but as a viewer myself. Lorynthia has you worried. Why? Me as a viewer, I understand. I understand the plight that she's going through. I think it's hard to rule a kingdom. And there are stresses that nobody really can, like, understand. And, like, it's hard to, like, be transparent about those stresses because you're looked at as, like, the person who's, like, needing to run the kingdom and things like that. So I would assume it's really hard. Like, me could never do it. Never. Where have I been? Work, and I also took a break. The Festival of the Flame was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. The plot twist? What do you mean? Speak more. Well, let's do this. Get rid of that. You're not allowed here. Report. There we go. Okay. Got it. Okay. So, when you saw the package from Athena to Helia, I lost it. Yerp. I did too. Out of character, I was like, fuck. That's so sad. She does just want her golden age, but sometimes, at least what I'm getting out of it is it's so hard to have this thing in your head that you pictured, and then when it's not coming to fruition, people start acting real weird, you know? I think she came clean. Lorynthia not coming clean with Chiron about Rexarus. I think that Lorynthia is just still trying to figure it out, you know? I don't think that she's kind of a little bit in denial, I would say. At least, like, looking at it. She probably just doesn't wish to get her hopes up, possibly. Or, like, I don't know if that's even, like, the right word because of how their history was. But, like, she doesn't wish to think a certain narrative without actually, like, having that, like, confirmation, you know? She's just so busy. Girlie's a working girl. She's working, so she doesn't wish to say anything. That's not correct. She is becoming suspicious of Ophelia more. I would assume it's because of just the differences between the characters. Like, Lorynthia is very methodical and not very trusting. She understands how the world works in her light of, like, you've got to give, or, well, not that you got to give, but, like, there's always something when you give. Like, there's always some sort of payback or some sort of, like, there's just always, like, a clause, you know what I mean? And Ophelia seems to really, like, be like, I trust everyone. I'm really happy, and or at least, like, that is how Lorynthia sees her. Not maybe the I'm really happy part, but, like, the thing of, like, very innocent, this is definitely her first life. Like, this is her first soul, you know what I mean? So I think it's just very different. Yeah.
Lorynthia is going to get that office. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. That's why I've been building that throne room building thing. It's so big. It's so very big. But yeah, she's gonna get an office here real soon, which is gonna be sick. So many suspicious people and only 5 goblins. It really makes you think. It really does. You have to prove your worth to Lorynthia before she can fully trust you, no, unless you're family, of course. Yeah. I think that is not an untrue thing to say. Lorynthia very much values, like, actions over words and things like that. So if you do something that she sees your worth in and sees that you have done something to make her trust you, like, yeah. She's just not going to go in, like, head first, meeting somebody new, being like, I fully trust you, which some characters do. So that's, like, the difference between them. On God. All right, everyone. Well, that is it for me for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to go and watch Seth's stream. He's going to continue streaming. Perhaps might even still be me there. So yeah. Y'all go over there and have some fun, okay? Bye, everyone. Bye.